this is the hard part for managers. It was a hard part for me growing up as a restaurant manager, is really to assess your employees. Mike Ditka, a few months ago, when they had the scandal with the Dolphins, with the locker room, he said, you know, you get what you tolerate. And I think when you look at business owners in general, we don't tolerate great sales. What are we looking for? We're looking for ways to get more sales. We don't tolerate great profits. We want more profits. We don't tolerate bad profits because we want more profits. We, unfortunately, tolerate mediocre behaviors. Most employees that work for you will work just hard enough not to get fired, and they get paid just enough not to quit. They're in that middle. And I would tell you, if you went back tomorrow or the next day to your beefs and you implemented something new, some idea that you heard here, some idea that you saw in the vendor show, your employees would fall into one of these three categories. The 30% rock stars would be happy to do the new thing. Yeah, TJ, I'll be happy to do it that way. No problem. Oh, you want me to greet the guests this way instead of that way? Perfect. You want me to say this instead of that to suggestively sell? Great. The group in the middle, I call them who's closing tonight. You know who they are. They walk in and they say, who's closing tonight? Because they know the manager with high standards, they'll have to perform up here. Manager with low standards, they'll be happy to perform down here. That is where most employees fall. They do just enough not to get fired because they're getting just enough payment not to quit. And then you have the group way over there on the far side, the anchors, the gripers, the moaners. They do nothing but complain. This group could win the lottery and they'd complain they had to pay taxes on it. Do you have any of those employees? Sure. Where do most managers, especially new ones or younger ones, where do they spend their time? Which of these three groups? The anchors. What happens when we spend all of our time trying to appease the moaners? What does the group in the middle do? They become one of them. And then finally, what do the rock stars do after we have 70% of the people doing the exact opposite of what we want? They quit, and they're hard to replace. The group that never quits is the 20%ers. Why do they never quit? Because we let them stay. They have a great gig where they can come in late, they can be unproductive, they don't come in uniform, they look sloppy, they work sloppy, they know if they don't do their job, somebody's going to pick up the slack for them. Why would they go risk going anywhere else? Well, they wouldn't risk going anywhere else because nobody else will hire them. And so they stay.